So obviously you met at the dance school.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you first started, did you have a favourite dance?
Not when we first started, no. We did later on in life, without a doubt.
So what was your favourite later?
Foxtrot.
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 Is it the same for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You love.
Fun?
You just love the foxtrot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you do any Latin, or did you just do?
No, we did Latin as well.
Right.
We
I don't think I ever saw you do Latin. I think.
we
I've never seen you do
eventually
ballroom.
we eventually I don't know if you want me to say this. We eventually had a contract when we turned professional with Pontins Holiday Camp, Middleton Towers,
Good old pumpkin.
for 22 weeks of the summer season, and we had to do a ballroom and a Latin show
Right.
for 22 weeks. And the first week that we went in, we started doing the waltz, all dressed in our gear, and these lads were walking across the ballroom floor with beer glasses in the hand while we were dancing.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh God, this is terrible. And then they sat down, and at the end of our show they came across and said, "Hey mate, I don't know what you were doing, but it was bloody good." He says, "We really enjoyed that."
Yeah. Yeah.
And we felt better then because it was the first night of
Yeah.
a 22-week contract. We thought, oh, this is going to be terrible doing this, you know.
Every week. Yeah. So who was your actual main competitive teacher? Was it Eric, or was it somebody before that?
Started off with Eric Hancock's.
Oh, the major.
Then we left Eric Hancock's and we went to Eric Lashbrook.
Right.
And he was our main teacher.
A lot closer, you know,
The
we've
major.
gone to Manchester.
The man who never marked me. He didn't like my dancing at all.
I don't think he marked anyone.
if
He wouldn't mark me.
if we said to him ever, "You marked us 5th in that competition," he said, "You're very lucky I didn't mark you 6th. It's all you deserved."
Right.
That's
So
typical of him.
how long were you actually with Eric? How many years?
4, 5 years.
More than that, I would have
The lesson before it.
Oh, well, with Eric
With Eric,
Lashbrook.
yeah, the
Oh, Eric
Oh, I think
Lashbrook.
he-
All of our dancing life.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of our dancing life we were with Eric Lashbrook.
So you went right. Did you go to Heswell, the studio in Heswell?
Yes.
Actually, he was.
Well, we lived in Heswell.
Yeah, he had that.
And then the Roy Treganza Hall. Do you remember that? Did you go to that?
Yeah.
No, we were the Mount in Heswell we went to.
Yeah.
Then we went to the one just round the corner from where we live now.
Up the,
Yeah. And where else? This was the main one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That we
That
went
was
to.
the main
There was an in-between one, wasn't there? There was the Heswell one.
Right.
And then in between, he took the Roy Treganza Hall in Seacombe. And the floor was floorboards. It was a horrible place. It really
remember
was.
that.
Don't you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
But it wasn't for long in between. Then he knocked it down to build the tunnel.
Oh, right.
And then he moved to New Brighton, which we spent most of our time.
Yeah,
didn't we?
yeah. No, we spent all of our dancing. When we won the British, we were still under Eric Lashbrook. When we turned pro, we were under him.
Yeah.
When we bought our first studio, he came to see the studio with us
Right.
and advised us not to buy it.
This is opposition.
But he wasn't very good with money at it, because he always used to say he doesn't want to be a millionaire, he just wants to live like one.
Yeah.
And then if you do the lessons, then he'd disappear, wouldn't he? So, what do you think of the state of the competitions now?
Sad.
Sad.
Very sad, very sad.
Yeah.
What's that?
State of competition dancing today.
Oh yeah, it's awful really.
It's
Not the dancing, it's quite good.
it's so expensive.
Right.
So expensive, and you know, I don't know. Well, all our dancing career, we only had one teacher,
Yeah, me too.
and we
That
were
was
well
the same,
known
Yeah.
because we were a one-teacher couple.
Yeah.
They said you'll never win anything under one
No,
teacher,
that's the same with me. That
but
was,
we did.
yeah.
We did. We proved them wrong.
Yeah.
We did. And nowadays, it's you have to go to so many teachers.
Is it even more, is it?
Oh, terrible.
more teachers now than there were.
It's
Oh
awful.
yeah.
Well, there are more teachers, obviously, but
Well, we did we?
We didn't go to Edinburgh.
We went
We
to.
only ever went to
no, I
Lashbrook.
didn't either.
We went down to London on one occasion to Bill and Bobby Irving for a lesson. That's the only
He was another one that never marked me either because I didn't go for a
He
lesson.
didn't mark us and all that.
Yeah.
But
that's
what he did,
That's what I don't like about dancing today. Unless you're travelling and doing the so-called rounds, you don't get marked.
You don't care.
No, and that's
What I
don't
found interesting when we were speaking to some of the dancers at the cavalcade was when I asked the pros how many shows they did, they said about 4 or 5 in a year.
Gosh.
And I mean, we used to do one show a week,
Yes,
didn't we? You know,
yeah.
you'd be everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
But tell us how you got there in the car.
Yeah.
Which
Bubble
one?
car.
The bubble car.
Messerschmitt bubble car. Where Alan was in the front and
Yeah.
I was in the back, with a powder puff dance dress on my knee,
Yeah.
a little
pannier thing, for
luggage rack on the back of the bubble car
Yeah.
with Alan's tails
The
in.
tail suited.
And we'd travel to London to dance in the international championships in that through the night. And we'd travel back home the same night after we'd finished dancing. Nowadays they go and stay in a hotel for a week
Oh
first.
yes, yeah. So
Oh, it's a
was,
different
was
life.
the minivan afterwards?
Yeah.
yeah, oh
The
yeah.
minivan was
Yeah.
off to the
That
bubble
was-
car.
Because you also did the international in the minivan, didn't you?
Yes.
Because I came
yeah,
home in
you
the back
came
of it.
home, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, lying in the back of the minivan.
Yes,
'cause-
yeah.
Well, what used to do the Albert Hall then, the kids in the daytime,
That's right.
if you made it through to the night,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
the final.
That's right, yeah.
And what we used to do is get lost in the catacombs, so we didn't have to go outside and pay for the night.
Was it?
So we never went out.